Hey guys, it's Paul from Ashen Phoenix. It is New Comic Book Day for the week of August 1st, and we're going to get started right now.
Hey guys, Tim from Capes and Scales at the comic book store, and we've got a lot to cover tonight. Today. This morning. Who cares? I've got DC Nation, issue 3. It's a little freebie thing. Come take it, please. We've got Image Plus with a nice Jen Bartel cover, which is nice. We've got the previews are out. We got Marvel and DC previews. Let's see, something randomly here. Red Hoods and the Outlaws number 27. There it is, your little preview right there. That doesn't tell you anything. We got Spider-Geddon. We have the big previews you can check out, which has Walking Dead's 15th anniversary. 15 with some quick math. Yep, seems to add up. Previews. Fill them out and tell people what you want. It ensures you don't miss the books you want. Punks. Now let's talk about the trades. I don't have as many trades as I did that. Remember that one week where it was like hours of just trades? It's not as bad this week. We got Rise of the Black Panther. Is this the one that won the Eisner Award? I don't remember. Okay, we've got Bloodshot Salvation Volume 2. I like most everything Valiant. We've got Superman Volume 6, still going strong. We have The Suit. Dark Horse Comics. It just looks cool. I don't know anything about it. Oh, they've been doing this a lot. It's a compilation of things that were in Dark Horse Presents being republished as its own thing. That's kind of cool because a lot of people probably missed out on all of those. DC Superhero Girls. These sell really good. Kids love these, by the way. If you have a kid, they love it. Astonishing X-Men Volume 2. Charles Soule. He's the best, by the way. We have Cal Exit. This is from Black Mask, the people who did Young Terrorists, I believe. Yes. Check that out. It's about California and fighting, and I think there's a Nazi involved. And then we have Marry Me. This was an alright book, Keen Spot book. I reviewed issue 1, if you remember. Long time ago. It was a while ago, yeah. I'm surprised Volume 1 came out now, unless it just got pushed back, or maybe we screwed up. Hey, who knows? But it's a good book, different book. So there you go.
First up, we have The Seeds. This is a Dark Horse book. It is weird, but weird in a really good way. It is set in a dystopian future where you have our tech obsessed society dealing with a giant wall, and if that sounds familiar, it probably does. And on the other side of the wall are a faction of people called the Anti-Luddites, or basically just a bunch of people that have sworn off all of technology. It's kind of an interesting book. It's very it takes a while to get to where it needs to be going, because it throws a lot of information at you that you don't realize is important until the very end. But it basically, or at least my interpretation of it, it is the effect of fake news on our reality, and how fake news can sometimes create real news, and how sometimes fake news can shield us from real things going on that we believe are now fake. And it's kind of an interesting story. I like the twist at the end. I definitely didn't see it coming. And it's got me at least excited enough to check out issue number 2 to see if some of my theories are correct on where the book is going. But we'll have to see how this goes. But you should pick this one up. It's definitely going to be worth it for a flyer.
All right, first up we have Eclipse. I love Eclipse. Recently optioned to be a show, movie, something. Zach Kaplan, you're great. If you like Zach Kaplan, we interviewed him like way ago, a year ago, because we're way ahead of the curve. Hi, Zach. And then and Giovanni Timpano is very awesome. I met him as well. This cover is amazing. James Stokey, I don't know how to say names, but that guy rules. He does all those really cool Godzilla covers. This cover's amazing. I should have made you the pick of the week just for this cover, but I didn't. This book continues the story where this is, of course, where the sunlight can burn you alive if you're out during the day. Our heroes are trying to figure out what to do next after the events of what would be part of trade number 1 and 2, and you find out a little bit more about the last albino, If that sounds weird to you, you should read the other two. Really good stuff. I like where this is going, and I see a lot of potential in it, so read it.
Next up, we have Batman, issue number 52, because I love Batman, and I love Tom King. But it's not my pick of the week, again, because I'm not a huge fan of Lee Week's art, but it's a very good book. We are still in the middle of the trial for Victor Fries. We are now in the deliberation point, and Batman basically has to... he believes that because of the events of the wedding, or what didn't happen at the wedding, he is now unhinged, and he feels that he may be a burden on society. And it's a very interesting book to see the duality of how people perceive Batman as this infallible character, and how Batman realizes he is not actually an infallible character. And to see Bruce actually have to go on a character assassination of Batman himself to basically get Mr. Freeze off. It's a very interesting book. It was really close to being my top, but again, just not quite a fan of Lee Week's art, although it does fit the storyline for this particular arc, and I'm really excited to see how this one goes.
Next up, I have Infinity Wars, #1. Marvel likes to charge you $5.99 for this book. At least it's thick. It's pretty thick. It's like 1 1/4 book. Marvel. But anyways, this is a really good book. After the Infinity Wars Prime, I guess it's a one-shot I read. Who knows? There's been so many tie-ins for these things, so much setup. It's exhausting. Thank God I don't care to know all of that. I just want to jump in and read this. And this is pretty good. You get a little bit more of Loki trying to figure out what is vexing him. He goes on an alternate universe excursion where Loki has basically all the stones. That's a lot of fun. But your main story is Doctor Strange trying to set up a meeting with all the people who have the stones and try to protect, because you know they're worried Thanos is coming. Thanos is coming. If you saw last issue, he's not coming. But it's really good. You like that a little too much.
Marvel ruined it last week, actually, in a tweet.
Yes, I know. Everybody knew before it even happened. But it doesn't matter if you didn't read it. It didn't happen yet. So, this book's really good. The Requiem character, as I can't talk, they give you a little more on this character. Pretty good stuff revealed with that. And probably the best part of the book is interactions between Bullseye and Black Widow, and Turk and his gang of Spider-Man Z-list, D-list characters he brings as protection. Some of them are good, some of them aren't, but just the combination of these characters is kind of fun. This is going to be something going forward. We'll see if they retcon it all, because the stones are involved, but read it.
What give you my pick of the week? It is Adventures of Super Sons, issue #1. This is a 12-issue maxi series. This takes place between Super Sons issue #16 and the Superman special issue. It is summertime, and Damian and John are out for the summer, and they want to basically kick butt and be kids. The interactions between them is awesome. Peter Tomasi does a great job at John being the carefree son of Superman and Damian being Damian, the straight-laced, I don't believe in humor kind of guy. And they are quickly defeated by a new group of people who bear a very striking resemblance to people who you probably know through the DC Universe. I'm not going to spoil who they are, but it's interesting enough to see where this is going to go, because it's weird, but it's a good weird. It's a good weird, and it's very well written, and I'm excited to see how this one goes.
All right, and it's time for my pick of the week, and my pick of the week is awesome. My pick of the week is Leviathan, #1 from Image Comics. Why is this my pick of the week? Because it delivered on so many levels. First of all, the art is beautiful. Great amount of detail in everything. Basically, it's about a guy who is having a party and runs out of beer because the crazy, creepy goth kid showed up and drank all the beer. So he's on a beer run when, mysteriously, a giant Leviathan shows up and starts destroying the city. You find out a little bit more as to why he probably showed up. and it's just the ultimate terror of something suddenly attacking your home. There's a lot of silliness in this, underlining really good, awesome story. There's a Trump cameo that is priceless. Oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing. You remember when I was laughing? That's what I was laughing at. But this is crazy good. The art helps tell the story. It's these guys, they got it. They got it working together. A good duo going here of Layman and Pitara. And Garland, I believe, is the colorist. I could look, but I'm too lazy. But this book is great, and buy it. I loved it. Alright guys, that's it. Another video down. Thank you for all the support on the channel. The channel has been doing really well. Keep watching the channel. Go to your work where there's 75 computers and leave them all on our channel. Play all, over and over again. Why? Because that means we get funding, which means I get more coffee. And if I get more coffee, these videos get better. Who doesn't want things to be better? Better is so much better than worse. I'm glad I could clarify that for you. You have a good night. You put your sleepy head down on your pillow, or you go make your coffee and wake up in the morning. I don't know when you're what. You know what? Who gives a shit? These things, man. These ramblings at the end of the video. Nobody cares. You don't care.
People do care.
They do care?
They do.
Alright, you there in your bathrobe and nothing else. Thank you for watching our video. It's a little creepy, but thank you. You're beautiful. You're not actually beautiful. You're okay. You're like a 5.